I've got something very small as well. Okay, so starting to focus my efforts on push to DBT and improve that workflow and experience. And so I've got a little improvement to the way that works. Uh, Click this, and it'll now show you a preview of what it's going to push rather than you just hoping it pushes what you think it will. And you can edit this and add DBT specific stuff like my schema and push it. And then we'll see that the changes that I added are pushed. That's it.
Cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Bug is the thinking. I know we've talked a lot about like adding refs and removing limits. Is the thinking we will work that into the editing experience, or is that still like I think I had assumed that would be sort of like automatic. At least to the extent that we can do it.
Still planning to do a lot of that stuff automatically. But as I started working on this, I was like, oh, wouldn't it be nice if I could just make changes and then see what they are? So it was almost because it would help me make that change in the future that I did this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there will be more automatic stuff coming. This is just
cool. No, I think this makes sense, and honestly, even makes more sense once we start doing some of that automatic stuff, so you kind of know what we've done.
Yeah, exactly.
And just as a follow-up question to this, so like one of the things that I talk about as like a theoretical option is like put all the dimensions out of a view file into DBT. So take users, take 3 columns that are concatenated fields or something like that, push them into DBT. Is there, do we have a vision for how when we push to DBT, we could also make model updates at the same time in terms of like how that would happen? Because those would need to go from essentially like compound fields to column references. They would have to do it in some sort of recognition of it being pushed into DBT. Do we feel like we have an idea of how that could work? Or I guess, have we thought about that problem at all?
Thought about the problem. I would not say we have a clear vision. I think we're going to be trending in the direction of trying to solve that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's work to be done.
Yeah, it could just be like, we found a column underneath this thing that has the same name. What do you want to do? Type flow was sort of a quick thought, but yeah, I think once we have that, I feel like we have a really good example of like making a model universal that we could talk to. And that would be very, very valuable for a lot of conversations that I have.
Yeah, cool.